Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So, okay, you guys. um, Today is Thursday, October the 20th. And it wasn't until I was pulling everything together so that I could get ready to pre-record Wednesday's video that I realized on my calendar that it's Thursday already. I have no idea, you guys, where I lost a day this week, but I lost a day somewhere in my mind, on my calendar. Literally, like I'm sitting here like, how in the world did I not realize yesterday was Wednesday? And this video actually should be posting Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. And here it is. I'm thinking it's, late Tuesday night and I'm all ahead of schedule. Everything's going to be pre-recorded as usual. And yeah, that wasn't the case. So I've officially lost my mind, just like I lost a whole day so far this week. And I am so sorry. Literally, I'm still sitting here shaking my head like, where did my week go? I lost a day. But I'm here. I'm here. I'm here, and we're going to wrap up layout number 44. And I'm literally so sorry that this is posting a whole 24 hours after the fact. Quite honestly, and I'm not blaming it on SU's calendar, but quite honestly, the new calendar that the demo calendar that we're using the one that I'm using, the one that we were able to earn free a couple of months ago during celebration. The way the calendar is, it starts on a Monday, like the calendar starts on a Monday and goes all the way through Sunday, when the calendars I've had before start on a Sunday and then Monday and then end on a Saturday. And so when I look at my calendar, I'm just, I'm off a day. And most of the time I say, oh, that's not till 2 more days from now, because of the way it's shifted in my mind and how my mind has been trained. My weeks start on Sunday and then anyway. So I'm going to blame it on SU's calendar. But I should be checking. So I'm just having to retrain my brain, and I don't know that I'm going to continue to use that calendar because it really is throwing me off, you guys. There's so many other things that have that I've missed, and then so many things that I've done early because of the way it's shifting in my mind, and I'm trying to retrain myself. But anyway, that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Okay. All right, so I want to welcome you all. This video is being pre-recorded, by the way. There's a little banner going across your screen. And my name is Barbara Ragsdale, and I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator that lives in the San Antonio, Texas area. And I bring you weekly pre-recorded videos on scrapbook page layouts. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. You might be watching from Facebook or you might be watching from YouTube. I stream to both. And if you're watching me from YouTube, let me put my little kitty cat up here. In your bottom right-hand corner, you'll see a little bitty kitty cat holding a subscribe sign. If you hover over that, you can actually subscribe to my channel and then turn on your bell notifications so that you know when I go live or I upload a video. So last week, we started with layout number 44, page number 1. Today, we're going to be doing page number 2. This uses the Awash in Beauty Designer Series paper, and I'm looking forward to putting simple page number 2 together for you. I do try to keep my scrapbook pages simple. This particular video is really just going to be putting it together. I'm here to inspire you and to help give you a little creative push when it comes to doing your own scrapbook page layouts, but also showing you what you can do with Stampin' Up! Products. I only use quality Stampin' Up! Products that I love and adore, and I'm also here to show you some little tricks and things like that when it comes to just the different products that you can use when you're creating your page layouts, and maybe some products that you didn't think could go, with each other. And that's the creative part. So let's get started. But before we get started, we need to do a drawing for last week. So on last week's video, if you liked, commented, and shared, you got entered into the drawing. And let me share my page. Hopefully it will let me share my little screen here. Last time, this past Sunday, it gave me an error. And I think we're good. Let me do a little shuffling over here off to the side. Once again, you guys, I'm truly sorry about that. I think what I need to do while I'm shuffling this literally is put literally an alarm reminder on my phone for every Tuesday, so that if I look at my calendar, I'm going to have to transfer everything I have on my calendar back into my old calendar, but that way I at least notify myself. So this is the wheel from 10-12. I think that's enough shuffling. And I think you can still see, it's a small window, but you can probably still see this. But I actually happen to have one extra prize left over from Retreat. And this is the Stampin' Up! Pierce mat. Something fabulous that we should all have. Especially if you work with our photopolymer stamps. It's a pretty thick mat. I don't remember what the thickness is on this, but anyway, for those of you that have these, you know exactly what this is. So I'm going to give away that. I've never given away a Stampin' Pierce mat before, so somebody's going to be the lucky recipient of this. And let's go ahead and spin. There's my wheel sound. And Stella Karsten. Congratulations, Stella. I know exactly where to send that. So let me put that off to the side. Let's stop sharing. And let's get started. Let's get started on page number 2. I'm going to bring a clean 12 by 12 piece of basic white cardstock. And the supply list will have everything that I used. As you know, when you're part of my VIP program, you get access to the private website that houses all of the scrapbook page layouts, along with complete dimensions and the supplies as well. So I think I'm behind one layout right now. So I need to get out there tomorrow, which anyway, I need to get out there and update it. I'm behind one layout plus this one that we're in. But in any case, when you support me and you come to any of my paid events or you place an online order with me, you get access to a private blog that houses all of the scrapbook page layout so that you can go out there and pull a layout if you want. And if you want to recreate it, then you have access to all of the dimension sizes and things like that. So, but we're going to start with a 12 by 12 piece of basic white. And then we're also got a new thing of some all-purpose glue, which comes in handy when it comes to getting some adhesive on what you're working on, plus giving a little wiggle room so that you can get things into place, as opposed to our seal. You know what? I probably should have put this other piece on first. Let me do this piece. As opposed to putting our seal on and then risking it getting stuck and then you having to reposition it. So, all right, I'm going to put a little bit of glue on that one. I'm going to start with this little piece right here that is going to go along the bottom, flush to the left and flush to the bottom. Give that a little rub down there. And then this piece is going to go up against there, flush with the bottom, and then flush with that piece right there. And then that should end up being flush with the top as well, which it is. Well, I hope you all are having a great day wherever you are, for sure. All right, so then I have, I've got some mats that I'm going to be using, but I also need to get, hold on. I need to get my banner Pick-a-Punch because there's some punching that I have to do on some of these smaller pieces. I think I'm just going to slide those in later. So, all right, so you guys are here. You guys are here for, this is a moment. If you're here for the ceremonial breakage of the large dimensional mat. So this is like, okay, so breaking a full sheet, a full clean sheet, and then using like the last of a sheet is like a moment for me. So anyway, just thought I'd share that with you guys. But anyway, we're going to put these up on dimensionals. So let's get some dimensions. And I definitely need to have this one up because I've got to put a little banner piece behind it. Okay. So let's see if we can get this one up first. Let me see if I can use my lines to help make sure it's straight. All right. And this piece of basic white is going to be matte on. I am going to use Seal for this one, my Seal Plus. We are going to matte this piece of basic white onto this piece of, make sure I'm putting it on the right side, of this polished pink. Okay, we're going to create a little journaling mat here. So this mat right here is going to go in on the bottom over here. And I'm going to go ahead and put this down directly onto the layout, because if I'm going to be writing something on this afterwards, I want it to be flat. Okay, I want it to be flat, and I'm going to center that one up underneath this mat right here. And just using my lines on my designer series paper to help make sure I put that down straight. And then this is going to be another photo mat. We're going to pop down on this bottom left-hand corner. One more. Okay. And this one's going to go right in the center. I'm going to centering it between this piece there. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and put this one down. All of your mats do not have to be on dimensionals. Okay, and that one's just going to help fill in the gap right there. All right, now I have these 3 pieces. I know these are going to be probably long because I wasn't trying to focus on the length of them. Let me go ahead and snip this one down because this one is a little extra long, but that's okay. I'm going to be using the banner, the actual banner cut end, and pop that out. And let me get a little adhesive on here. I'm just putting it on the tip because I'm going to slide that in there, and then wherever I want it to stop, I'm going to let it stay in there, and I can just press it down over here. So hopefully that's straight enough. And then same thing with this little piece of designer series paper. Pop that one in there. I'll just put that one up against right there. And then this one, I want the banner cut to be on this edge. So let me get that in there. And then I don't need this one to be that long. So I'm just going to use my snips to get a little bit of that off. This one is going to slide in there and have that one hanging out of that particular mat. And then my butterfly dies, I'm using these 2 butterflies were cut out with die cut out with designer series paper. So I'm using that one. And then I've got this other one that was also die cut out with designer series paper. And it's got that granny apple green kind of color to it. And I need to put those down with, I'm going to put those down with glue dots. So let's get this one down first, this big one. I don't think I used, no, I didn't use this one on page number 1. I think I used this granny apple green one, like that particular die cut on page 1, but I wanted the bigger one to be a different one. So these are the butterfly dies that go with the Butterfly Brilliance stamp set. Okay, now this one is going to go right here in the center. Okay, and then this one, I'm going to put him down with some glue dots as well. I'm going to put that one down here on the bottom left. Get another glue dot on him. I'm going to put that one right here, going at a different angle. And then the artistic dies, I just die cut out another one of these leafy die cuts, and we're going to put that one in this bottom right hand corner just to help soften up this corner and help fill in help fill in, and hopefully that'll stick. And I'm going to use more than one glue dot. I'm just going to put one of them down to get that in place. And then I can use my Take Your Pick tool to help get some glue dots in other areas to help hold that down. So your Take Your Pick tool can be your friend, and I personally think your Take Your Pick tools is one of your basic items. So you got your Take Your Pick tool, which the end, these unlock and come out. And so with these, you have a kind of like a pokey side, a paper piercer, and then you have a spatula side. So you can use whichever ones you want, and those lock into place. And then the other side has an end that has like a sticky substance on it that helps pick up, and I'll show you in a little while, it helps pick up any kind of accessory and hold it in place to wherever you need to go put it. But also this part unscrews out. I just happen to have two of them right here because I do use this other one. This part screws out, and then you can put on this brush tip. So with this brush tip, between the brush tip and the foam sponge that comes with it, that helps you to get all the little pieces out from your delicate dies. And then of course the other side, same thing. You can unlock it, and you've got your scoring tools with two different size scorers at the end. I just happen to have two, but these are all interchangeable. You really only need one with all your extra pieces, and then you're good to go. So I just wanted to point that out. But between your Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to put a couple of glue dots down to hold couple of these down. But between your Take Your Pick tool, you definitely have to have a good pair of paper snips, which we have fabulous snips. And then also, you really need an extra pair of paper snips so that you can put a piece of ribbon around a second pair and just use those specifically for cutting your ribbon. So you get nice, good, clean cuts, ribbon cuts every time. Let's see. And I was looking at this, a bone folder. A good bone folder so that you can help with burnishing edges to your cards and stuff. And I think that's a good basic set of tools. Not to mention, you want to have good adhesive and different kinds of adhesive. When I've already used, I prefer Stamp & Seal because it is a lot stronger than the seal. But we also have fine tip glue, the all-purpose glue, tear and tape, and what else? Dimensionals, glue dots. And so all of those supplies will be on the supply list. So if you're looking for good adhesive or just any of the supplies that I'm using in today's demonstration, make sure you check out the supply list. All right, so let me put, I did go ahead and make a bow with the metallic mesh ribbon. So let me go ahead and put that on. Let me get a couple of, I'll just use one glue dot. I think one's enough. We're going to put that down here just to help soften up the bottom of that little leafy image. And then now we're going to put on our iridescent rhinestone basic jewels and see how that picks that up. I'm going to bling up the middle of my butterflies to kind of match the first page. And let me put a small one on his head. Okay. And then let's do the small one down here. I'll use some medium size there, and I'll go the opposite way with smaller ones on the body just to help balance out page 1. Oh, I probably should use small ones. Yeah, let me get to the smaller side. That one was way too big. There we go. And then one more. Okay, and then I need to put 3 random ones like I did on the first page. So let me grab one of those, and we're going to put 3 of them right here. I'm going to put a big one, a medium-sized one, and then another big one. And I think that's all of the bling, and I promise that's all the bling I'm going to use. I know last week I was like, oh, okay, let's put another one here. Let's put another one here. But I really think that is it. Let me just double check and make sure I'm not missing something, and I'm not. So there you have it. There you have it. We have layout number 44, page number 2. This one, you can either use this as a journaling box, or you can use it as another photo mat. Actually, any of those can be journaling boxes if you wanted to use the square one. The smaller square one, you certainly could. But this uses the Awash in Beauty Designer Series paper. And so let me move this off to the side so I can bring back. Trying to make sure I can get both of these in one. I might have to pull this up just a little bit, which is okay. All right, let me see if I can pull this up a little bit without going too crazy here. There we go. All right. There we go. That's straight. All right. I think this bow up here is driving me nuts. I don't know if it's because it flattened or if it's just because of my cuts on the end, but I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not going to mess with it. But definitely, I hope you enjoyed this particular layout. Once again, I'm terribly sorry for being a whole 24 hours off my calendar, you guys. But I've slept good these last few days. But yes, this is layout number 44, pages 1 and 2. I hope you enjoyed them. Make sure that you visit the event details. There's some awesome promotions going on, whether it's my monthly online ordering special or my upcoming bingo class. There's also the April retreat that is out there. And then also next month, I will be at the Freeman Coliseum here in San Antonio, Texas, at the next Christmas showcase. It'll be a 2-day craft fair event. And if you are local to me, I invite you to swing by and check out my booth. There will be lots of craft items for sale. And then also, I don't have the tickets just yet, but every year we get tickets to hand out freely. And if you're interested in like serious inquiries only, really, if you're interested in attending and would like a chance at free admission, you can email me your mailing address, and as soon as I get them, as long as I still have tickets, there's a few left to claim. As long as I have tickets, I will mail you one. And if by some chance they're already all claimed, I will respond and let you know that they're already all gone. They're already claimed. So, but thank you all for joining me today. I hope you have a great day wherever you are. Make sure to check on your elderly neighbors. Make sure to give a friend a call to say hello. But most of all, make sure you stay crafty. And I will be back Sunday afternoon at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time for all things else Stampin' Up. Y'all have a great day. Bye.